If your house keeps getting messy, it's not because you're busy. It's not because you're tired. And it's definitely not because you just need a better cleaning routine. It's because your system tolerates unfinished behavior. That's it. If that feels blunt, good. Because until you stop blaming motivation, nothing changes. There are two types of homes. The first depends on emotional energy. It collapses slowly, then gets rescued dramatically. Music on, everything pulled out, declarations made. This time it's different. It won't be, because motivation spikes don't build maintenance systems. The second type of home rarely collapses at all. Not because the owner is superior, because disorder is structurally inconvenient. That's the shift. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Years ago, I visited a friend who had just returned from Japan. His apartment wasn't luxurious, it wasn't sterile, it wasn't minimalist in the Instagram sense, but it never looked halfway undone. No floating piles, no "I'll deal with it later" corners. When I asked how he kept it that way, he said something almost dismissive. "I don't clean that much. I just don't let things start." That sentence should bother you, because most of us are constantly letting things start. Let's correct that. 1. Redefine done. Most clutter is unfinished action. A jacket on a chair isn't clutter, it's incomplete closure. A mug on your desk isn't random, it's a task you abandoned halfway. In many Japanese homes, an action is not done until everything involved is reset. Taking off your coat ends when it's hung. Drinking tea ends when the cup is rinsed. Right now, look around you. How many things are halfway finished? That's not coincidence. That's tolerance. Close loops immediately. If you don't close small loops, you train yourself to live in partial completion, and partial completion becomes identity. 2. Create a psychological border. Shoes off. Pause. Transition. In many Japanese homes, entry is ritualized, not decorative, intentional. When you walk into your home distracted, scrolling, thinking, dropping, you are signaling that your environment is secondary. That signal compounds. Create a boundary. Mat. Defined shoe area. Slippers. When entry becomes deliberate, behavior sharpens. If your home feels chaotic, check how you enter it. Arrival changes everything. 3. Eliminate homeless objects. Clutter doesn't begin with excess. It begins with undefined placement. How many items in your house technically belong to you, but belong nowhere specific? Those are the floaters. They migrate, surface to surface. In structured homes, every item has a defined resting place. Before something enters, one question is answered. Where will it live? If there is hesitation, it doesn't come in. You don't have a cleaning problem, you have a placement discipline problem. Fix placement, clutter collapses. 4. Spend seconds or spend Saturdays. You ignore micro-maintenance because it feels insignificant. Wipe while water boils. Rinse immediately. Straighten before leaving. Seconds. But seconds compound. Ignore them daily and you sacrifice entire weekends. You say you're tired. You are tired because you postpone friction. Spend seconds consistently, or spend hours resentfully. There is no third option. 5. Eliminate micro-decisions. Decision fatigue destroys order quietly. If every time you finish something you must decide where it goes, you will delay. Delay becomes drift. Drift becomes disorder. In structured homes, items have addresses. One fixed location. No variation. If I asked you right now where your charger lives, would you hesitate? If yes, your system is weak. Strengthen it. 6. Stop letting gravity win. Clutter collects horizontally. Counters, tables, floors. If those surfaces are overloaded, it's because gravity is doing its job and you're not. Use walls, hooks, shelves, vertical storage. Lift objects off horizontal fields and watch your room calm down instantly. That's not aesthetic preference, that's reduced cognitive load. 7. Integrate reset into action. If cooking leaves your kitchen destroyed, the issue is sequencing. You treat cleaning as a future event. Future you resents you. In structured kitchens, waiting equals wiping, finished equals rinsing, opened equals discarded. Cleaning overlaps action. You think you'll feel motivated at the end. You won't. Integrate reset into the process. No debt passes forward. 8. Reset before it's necessary. If you only declutter when overwhelmed, you are reacting, not managing. Structured homes schedule resets, monthly, seasonally, not because it looks terrible, because accumulation is predictable. When was your last deliberate reset? If you can't remember, that's data. Prevention is lighter than rescue. 9. Protect empty space like it matters. Because it does. Empty surfaces reduce visual stress. If every flat area in your home is occupied, your nervous system is constantly processing noise. Clear one surface. Keep it empty for 7 days. If objects keep landing there, don't blame yourself, blame your system. Empty space exposes weak systems quickly. 10. Stop buying for imaginary you. Be honest. How many items in your home belong to a version of you that doesn't exist? The gourmet cook, the disciplined journaler, the hobbyist you might become. Structured homes align with present reality, not fantasy. Before buying, ask, does this match how I live now? If not, it's friction disguised as ambition. Reality alignment removes more clutter than decluttering ever will. 11. Leave storage underfilled. Overpacked drawers create resistance. Resistance lowers compliance. When retrieving is annoying, returning becomes unlikely. Structured storage breathes. Visible space, easy access. Reduce one drawer by 20%. If that feels dramatic, your threshold for necessary is inflated. Challenge it. 12. Design for ease, not heroics. If cleaning requires effort, your environment is poorly designed. Heavy furniture, crowded floors, complicated setups. Ease always beats willpower. Always. Ask yourself, is my space cooperating with me or testing me? Design determines maintenance, not mood. 13. Reset shared spaces first. Common spaces shape emotional tone. In structured homes, living rooms and entryways are reset frequently. The rule? Leave it ready for the next person, even if that person is you tomorrow morning. When you walk into a reset room, your stress drops instantly. When you walk into visual chaos, it rises. You may think you're unaffected, you aren't. Your environment trains your baseline. 14. Contain, don't hide. Compression hides clutter. Containment defines it. 5 scattered objects feel chaotic. 5 objects on a tray feel intentional. Use boundaries, trays, baskets, zones. If your strategy is squeezing more in, you're delaying disorder. Containment controls it. 15. End the day closed. 5 minutes before bed, return misplaced items, clear one surface, prepare tomorrow. Non-negotiable. If you skip this, clutter compounds across days. If you do it, disorder never matures. You say you're too tired. You're not too tired, you're unstructured. Small closures build identity. Ask yourself, are you someone who ends days clean or someone who loans tomorrow's energy to yesterday's avoidance? That pattern decides more than your kitchen counter. Remember, my friend? I don't clean that much. I just don't let things start. That's the entire philosophy. Mess doesn't explode, it accumulates micro decisions. If your home constantly drains you, stop blaming personality, fix the structure, because your environment is training you right now. The only question is, what is it training you to become? Comment which habit you're implementing first. And if you're ready to design systems that upgrade identity, not just surfaces, watch the next video.